Okay, whenever I use the first principle, I will put down point A. Okay, and just now I walk around. Is this question asked for slope function? If it's not asked for slope function, it only asks for the gradient at a specific point. I will put point A as x equal to -1. I will not go and find the slope function. So that is the first thing that you have to take note. You want to make your life easy? You substitute with a number. If the question asks for the slope at a specific point, using first principle, unless the question asks for slope function. So you have to read the question carefully. When you use the formula, don't just be generic. Yeah. Okay. So therefore, my F1, that is the y coordinate, F -1. So this will be equal to 2 times square root of 1 minus 2 times -1. That is 2 root 3. So you simplify step by step. Okay, point B. X equal to -1 plus H. So if I have a -1 in front, usually I will take another effort to write it as H minus 1. The reason is because when I put into here as my X, then chances of me making the mistake is less. This is for me. For you, you think you don't need, up to you. So this will be 2 square root of, if I open up, minus 2H plus 2. So 3 minus 2H. And usually in the square root, if there is more than one term, I will bracket it up. I make sure you don't run away. Got it? Okay, so that is, you just need to do slowly, step by step. Don't have to rush. You have 7 minutes to do it. Okay, so I write down slope of chord AB. So I always remind myself, when I find slope of chord of AB, exam, I don't remind myself. Normal practice, I will remind myself that I'm finding average rate of change for fx from x equal to -1 to h minus 1. I will talk to myself. Okay, so now I don't have to write down y1 minus y2. I can just straight away substitute. Take away 2 square root of 3 over, I know bottom is definitely h. Right? So now, if I want to make my simplification much easier, what I will do is, I will always remind myself, if it is possible for me to factorize, I will factorize it. So I will take out 2 and the h. So now I left with, everything down here is 1. Done. Am I right? So if you don't want, then you have to be very careful when you expand, because 2 squared is 4. So that is something that you have to tell yourself. Okay, so I do it like that. Then after that, I want to simplify it. I know that I have to time with the conjugate. Do I need to write down? Not necessary. Okay, but for here, I write down for you to exam. I can don't write down. You see, you use up how many minutes, how many seconds to write down? A lot. Correct? So I don't have to write down this one if I don't want to. Yeah, it doesn't mean that I will give you extra mark. I can straight away go to this step. Over. Okay. Then I go to here. Okay, open up. So you get negative 2h divided by square root of 3 minus 2h plus square root of 3. Close. H cannot be 0. So I can cancel off the h. Am I right? So now I've simplified it. Negative 4 divided by square root of 3 minus 2h plus square root of 3. If anyone don't want to write this step, it's fine as well. I can straight away go to f prime. I want to find the slope at x equal to negative 1. So I put negative 1 here. Equal to limit h tends towards 0. You want to write the word slope of a chord AB, or you want to write down this expression, is your choice. Both are acceptable. So as h approaches 0, 3 minus 2h approaches 3. So that one you can put in your mind. If you don't want, you want to impress the examiner, you can do so. You can say as h approaches 0, 3 minus 2h approaches 3. So therefore, that means this shows you understand the sense of limit. So this will be negative 4 over square root of 3 plus square root of 3. Got it? But that doesn't mean I will award you with a mark here. You understand? Because you are learning the sense of limit. So you must know which step to show to the examiners to show your understanding of the whole thing. So this will be negative 4 divided by 1 root 3 plus 1 root 3. In total, I got 2 times of root 3. So I have negative 2 over root 3. So it will be very nice of you if you can give me the answer like that. Where did the 2h gone? The 2h I cancel off here. Please have a look at this step. Simplify. Please don't say 2h gone. H divided by h is 1. You all like to use the word cut, gone. It doesn't disappear. It's just h divided by h is equal to 1. Okay? Are you okay? And the 2 times the negative 2, I got negative 4. So the simplified part, I will leave it to you. It's really, I cannot tell you because I cannot give you the exact question. Okay. Any question? No. Okay, so this is by using the method that I showed you.
Miss, where did the negative 2h go?
Yeah.
Miss?
Here. Why I need to put a plus there? You put minus. Okay, if you put minus, you ask yourself, you expand this, will you Still, there will be still square root there. If I have square root of A minus square root of B, I times with square root of A minus square root of B, what do I get? I will get A minus 2 times of square root of A times square root of B plus B. Am I right? If I do this, isn't it I will get A minus B? Because I'm using the concept what? P minus Q times P plus Q, I got P squared minus Q squared. Am I right? Expansion, do you memorize all your expansion? Or you go and expand slowly? So this is P squared minus Q squared. So that's why you have to times with the conjugate. Get me? Okay, young man, I didn't say where the 2H go. Can you please have a look at this? Here, I simplify. This H is above, this H is below. So H divided by H, what do you get? 1. Okay?
Yeah.
So please, tomorrow exam, please do it properly. Okay, now, if anyone want to use this formula, okay, every time you have this formula in your textbook, all right? Okay. And you start to use this formula and do for this question, correct? Your impression to the examiner is you are the student who only know how to use formula. You don't know how to decide in which situation, what should I do? So for this case, yeah, I'm using the formula, but I will not find slope function. I will write down f prime negative 1. Then I will do this. I will write this for the examiner to see instead of this. So this is not a good impression. This is a good one because I'm asking for slope at x equal to negative 1. Then you start to do, but you have to write limit all the way through and your position of equal sign. Okay, so this will be 2 square root of, so I imagine this as 1 h minus 1, okay? So it will be 1 minus 2 h minus 1. Take away square root of 2 square root of 1 minus 2 times negative 1 divided by h. Are you clear? Then you work all the way through. Those who can simplify fast, work fast, you can do it like that. Okay, then you can go on. The rest of the step is the same. It's just that you have to write limit all the way through. Yeah. And I will advise you, you please know what is this. Okay? Because if the question gives you the formula, they will ask you, interpret this expression. So this is the interpretation of the expression. Are you clear? Okay, so that is first principle. Tomorrow you will see one question on that. And if I ask for geometrical interpretation for this value, what is the geometrical interpretation? Means the slope of the curve, or you want to say the slope of the tangent also can, to the curve. The slope of the curve at x equal to -1 is -2 square root 3 over 3. That's geometrical interpretation. If I just ask you to interpret, you can give me both answers. But if I ask specifically geometrical interpretation, you must give me slope of the curve at x equal to -1 is this value. Okay? So tomorrow paper, 1 hour. You better be here early. You tell the other lesson teacher we have a SAT. If you come late, it's also 1 hour because tomorrow I got 3 classes at one go. So I cannot afford to stay even 1 minute longer. Are you clear? And those online, you just have to get ready everything. So tomorrow your class is what? What time is your class? Okay, everyone start doing. Your friend want to use first principle to try. Is that for at x equal to what?
3.
X equal to 3. So I want to find f prime 3 for fx equal to 1 over what? Can I?
Square root 2 plus x.
Okay, now listen here. You are struggling with it is because the reason is, do you know? I memorize in my mind. If I have fraction correct, I will get rid of the fraction first so that I won't get fractured. So if I have 1 over a minus 1 over b, I will memorize this. Am I right? So every time in any math question, if I want to learn how to simplify, correct, and it involves fraction, correct, I definitely make it to one single fraction. So when the moment I see this, I straight away stick into my mind, I'm going to do that first. So that I don't have to struggle with my simplification. Young man, are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I do, just now what we did is point A, same thing, x equal to 3. So f3 equal to 1 over square root of 5, right? You don't even have to show how you substitute and get the answer because 2 plus 3 is 5, quite fast. Okay, A, B, x is equal to 3 plus h. So f 3 plus h is equal to 1 over square root of 5 plus h. Can I? Okay, so therefore, slope of chord. Okay, AB. Don't just write slope of chord, write slope of chord AB equal to. Okay, I know this is going to involve fraction, correct? Do you know how I do? I will put it like that. Straight away. You see how I prepare myself for exam? I don't follow blindly my teacher way of doing it. I don't follow y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I modify a little bit because I know that my x2 minus x1 will be h. And I have a fraction on top and divide by something, it's going to confuse me. So I write as 1 over h. Isn't it now so much better? So the method, how you want to present your answer, I leave it to you. Am I right? I don't have to follow exactly what my teacher write. Must I write like that? No need. I write like this, can or not? Can, because it's more comfortable to me. At the end, I got the same, it's the same thing. Do you get me? So it doesn't mean that you have to follow 100% how your teacher write. I always encourage my student, you can write according to your own way, make sure it's correct. Okay, so now follow this method. 1 over h square root of 5 minus square root of 5 plus h divided by, okay, I put in bracket because I want to know this is the multiplication of these two terms. Close. So follow just now the conjugate method. You get the answer. So 1 over h, 5 minus 5 plus h divided by, copy down this thing. And the conjugate. Okay, since it's a plus, it doesn't matter which one I write first. Right? So I'm done. Simplify, then you get the answer. I can even do like that. I can even do like that. Here is 1, here -1. Can or not? I do everything in my mind. So 5 minus 5, 0, negative h. So divide, you get on. So done. Then you write down slope of the chord. That's it. So if you have a fraction and square root, please get it of the fraction first. So a lot of times we say we struggle with maths, correct?